Three, two, one. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Smokes. Welcome back to Smokes World. Give me the dap. Bah! Mr. Brother Jake, you got
Hey,
something to say?
uh, we're gonna give a big shout out to my boy. You know what I'm saying, Greg Bailey. Rest in peace. My man passed away last night. From what I heard, he's a Midland artist known as Swab G. You know what I'm saying? He used to be a part of the AI clique with us, and rest in peace to my boy. You know what I mean? It's a fucked up time right now. We lost a Midland artist, veteran. So yeah.
Rest in peace, man. Shout out, man. Much love. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. We got a very, very special guest today, man. My personal favorite battle rapper from the area. He has long hair. He has a very deep voice. He'll fucking murder you in a battle, in a rap battle. The one and only Mr. Motherfucking Seaweed.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up, everybody? Never been a man of many words, but you ask
What's
a
up?
question and I'll give you all the answers.
that's dope. That's dope. I see you sporting a Metallica shirt.
Oh yeah,
Gotta
metal all
represent.
day.
Fuck yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a metal drummer before. Well, I don't know. It probably started about the same time because I started drumming at 13, but I had a friend who like forced me to start freestyling at 13. Like he would like make me freestyle,
Oh.
and like we'd be driving around illegally. And he would be like, "What do you want?" Or he'd be like, "Freestyle." And I'd be like, "Dude, I don't know what to talk about." And he would always just be like, "Just look at the street signs." And I would do, I mean, the worst raps of all time, like horrible. But
Who was this guy again?
He was my man. We're getting deep right out the gate. That was my friend Fidel, who's on my arm. He actually passed away when we were 15.
Man. Rest in peace, man.
He was in a big
peace,
car
man.
wreck.
So that's dope. So he's the actual.
He's
the one that got
pretty
you
much
rapping.
the reason I rap. And then a couple years later, he died, and I kept rapping a little bit, and then I kind of stopped, and then my friend and cousin Corey died, who's also on my arm, and then now,
Oh, yeah.
and he was the one who always called me Seaweave. That was like his nickname for me.
That's
So at that point, I was like,
crazy.
all right, I got it.
Is that what motivated you? And inspired
Kind
you?
of because I had that was like I was 20 when Corey died. That was the first time I'd felt anything like that. So like I had to get emotions out, and I just started writing. And that was like when
That's what probably made you have an aggressive style.
It probably is. I'm
Yep.
a very angry person. I'm a metalhead. You know?
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah,
we got
yeah.
the death of a lot
Yeah.
of close people. And then I see the stupidity. I'm an angry person. And
Awesome.
it comes out when I
When it,
battle somebody.
when it's brought out.
I get
Hey,
to
that's
take
dope,
it out
though.
on
Yeah,
them.
especially on social media. This
That's a
motherfucker.
good way to focus your energy, you know what I'm saying, and let it out
Yeah.
instead of doing
So-
some stupid
Hey,
shit.
but whatever I say on social media, I will tell them to their face, too.
That's a good thing.
I'm not an internet warrior.
I
So,
respect that.
this was when you were 13 years old. Started rapping. Was this in Crane? Where you lived? You were born in Crane, right?
Born and raised in Crane until I graduated, pretty much.
Okay, so you graduated. At what point? So at 18 years old, you moved to
Yeah, like graduated in May
Midland?
05. 2 months later, moved to Midland. Been here ever since.
been there ever since.
Hell
Live
yeah.
in Austin in 1 month.
Okay, so you're 18 years old. You're rapping. At this point, have you had any like projects come out?
When I was 18 and I moved to Midland, rapping was in the back pocket at that point.
Okay.
Was not rapping at all. That's the weird part.
Okay, what-
I've always kind of like, it's kind of just gone in stages. And at that point, zero rap.
So when
Okay,
did this
so
step into
I
When
was
play?
a pure metal drummer.
Okay.
I dropped out of college because
I
we were
want-
going to be a famous
That
band
takes me to another question. When did you? How long have you been drumming?
since I was 12 or 13. So I've been
So-
doing both
oh,
for right about
That's
the
what you
exact
said. Yeah,
same
you
time.
said you started drumming and he told you to
Yeah.
start freestyling. Okay, that's dope.
And then it's just kind of I would have stages where I would rap and then stages where I would drum.
Hmm.
But then when I was 15, I was gonna be a rock star. I was gonna be Metallica. Like you couldn't have convinced me otherwise. And I went to college for like not long. I dropped out and I was like, it's fine. I'm gonna be a famous rock star, metalhead. My band went on a couple tours. But it just didn't work out, you know. We were death metal, very brutal, heavy. It's a tough
Hell yes.
it's a tough genre to get big in. On top of that, that's always been my downfall. I chose like death metal and underground hip hop, the two hardest genres that no one gives a fuck about.
Hey, but
that's
I-
like been my two ventures.
Or the
I will
masses
say
don't give
this
a
though.
The masses don't give a
I
fuck.
bet
about.
you're able to do a lot with your vocals. You know what I'm saying? From that, and you know how you got the rock, you got the yelling, and how you
Yeah, I've actually there's
That's-
been
that's
a
a hard
couple
thing to-
periods where I've been a vocalist for like a you know, like a Limp Bizkit Rage Against the Machine type. You know, I like to rap, but I do like to scream. I like to mix it in.
So it brings in your versatility.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And aggression.
That's dope, though.
would you say you started battle rapping first or making music first?
Making music for sure.
Okay, so you started out as
Making
an
music
artist.
for sure. Yeah, I never really battled. And I wrote like a whole, I guess you can't call it an album, like a CD. It's not a mixtape because my friend Joe made every beat.
was original beats.
Original beats, and it was
it's
like
an
a
album, it's an
20-track
EP.
album. We called it Purely True, and I released that like in early 2011. And I'd done like some freestyle battle shit like at parties, but nothing
okay.
big.
Yeah.
Nothing like set up. And then I was doing that, and then I got a call one day. Name drop. Y'all heard of Spider Streets?
Yes, I do remember him.
That's the guy I heard
'Cause
of.
that-
Not
yeah.
Viper. It was
I've
Spider
met him a
Street.
few times.
That can take a dark path. Spider,
I heard that. Yeah, he did some shady shit.
he. A couple years ago, remember that lady that disappeared?
That's what it. Yeah, that's right. That's the one I heard about. Not that Viper guy. My bad.
Look
yeah.
up
it was-
on Hulu or YouTube. No, I think they took it off. I think they took it off YouTube.
So he got life,
Look up
right?
on Hulu. There's a documentary episode on.
What?
What?
It's
I did not know that.
intense.
What?
Shout out to DDP, who we'll get way more into. I got that link from him, but I looked for it recently. It's not on YouTube, but it's on Hulu. I forgot the name of the series, but it's like one of those fucking murder things that we love watching, that we all watch on Netflix.
Yeah, and it
There's
actually
one about
happened in our neck of
Spider.
the woods.
It happened here.
What?
He killed his fucking wife. And in a weird way, that man is the reason I battle rap. It's fucking weird.
It is weird.
That is crazy.
He called me one day, and
Your shit surrounds.
I've actually battled him.
It's
when
like
I was
surrounded
young.
by a lot of death, bro.
I know.
And that's crazy because that explains a lot about you, bro. That is crazy.
There's a lot of negativity behind every good thing.
But you are really a positive man as well.
I
You know
try
what I
to
mean?
be.
You're a very nice man. You are.
I try to be. But so Spider calls me. I knew Spider through, purchasing goods from him back in the day.
Okay.
And one day he calls me and he says there's a 4-week-long tournament at Club Tequila that's been going on, a freestyle tournament. He said, we're going into week 4 this week, of the 4th of the 4th week, and this Asian guy has won the first 3 weeks. This Asian guy named Drop Dead Poetic. And I was like, never heard of him. And he was like, I want you to come up here and beat him. I want you to come up here and, like, I don't want him to win all 4 weeks. I want you to come take it. And I was like, I'll think about it. I've never done that. You know what I mean? So that was like Tuesday, and I thought about it all week. And, like, posted up on Facebook. I asked people opinions, and I was like, maybe I'll do it. And I ended up having a photo shoot that same day. That picture
Talk
of
to the mic.
that picture of me and Joe, it's on the internet, when we got the bib and we got the fork and the knife, and we're eating like microphones, and we got
Yeah,
mustard.
that was dope. I love that cover.
That's the day we shot that, and then that night I drove to Club Tequila, and I met DDP. And before the battle, Spider introduced us. He brought us to the back, and he shook our hands. But like, I didn't want to be super nice. Like, I felt like tension because I felt like a hired person, Spider
Like a
wanted me there
mercenary
to
shit.
take him out.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
you're
this is the
you're-
mercenary of
I've
rap
seen
battles.
that freestyle battle. It was dope.
It's on
bro.
my YouTube channel.
Yeah,
It's still there. If
yeah,
you search
you can
See
watch
Me
it right
versus
now.
DDP, there's 2 videos. The second video is the overtime it went to. And
It was so dope to watch because DDP got, like, he turned, like, it was a part where he got mad because we started rapping fast. And when you freestyle, it's a key that fast rappers can, it's a thing that fast rappers can use. If you can rap fast in front of a drunk crowd, they're
can
going to eat it
style
up.
on 'em a
You
little
can
bit.
say whatever you
It doesn't
want.
matter what
you don't
you
even have to
say.
say anything.
Exactly.
But they hear like, like, oh, fuck, you know what I mean? And it got DDP because you got a good crowd reaction, and then DDP started freestyling like, I can rap fast too, and he tried to rap fast, and it didn't really sit well. But
he did really good, though, because
did.
considering they put DDP through the works that night, man.
Mm.
It wasn't like the way a tournament should be. Like, brackets, and you move. Like, they basically threw DDP up there with a guy. DDP beats him. Next guy.
Oh,
DDP beats him.
It's like fucking
Next.
King of the Hill and shit.
He
God
fucking beat.
damn,
DDP.
man.
It's like King of the Hill
DDP
battles.
is
DDP's
that's
dope.
crazy.
Like, DDP beat 4 people and like the whole, it was funny. It reminded me like those
Hey.
like the gladiator like type shit when you're just waiting back and you know your name's gonna get called.
People don't look at that as like lyrical exhaustion and shit.
It's-
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
you just
why
exhausted
like,
quite a bit
that's
of
why I
lyrics.
gotta
You
give
gotta
it to him
imagine DDP's
because
mind
by
state.
the time he
Yeah.
got to me, and I'm a handful.
He was exhausted.
He was fucking like he's probably out of rhymes and words to
I
say.
feel
it.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
like,
saying,
yeah,
lyrical
yeah.
exhaustion. You've
And
already
he'd never
hurt
seen
But he
me.
still held his
I'm
own,
like
though.
out of nowhere, like white dude, long hair, wearing a fucking Manny Pacquiao boxing T-shirt. But I'm in the back and there's a couch, and that's the weird part. Like me, that syndicate dude that I met that night apparently, Nico fucking Rain was back there with me.
Nico Rain.
And we're all
Shout out
just
to
back
Nico.
there on this couch, and it felt so weird, like a weird reality show or something. Like the Gladiator shit, you're just waiting on your name. And like, the whole time I'm like, kind of just running shit in my head. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to be next. I'm going to be next. And then DDP beats the guy, and then Spider leans his head in, Syndicate. And I'm like,
This sounds like some 8 Mile shit for real,
and
bro.
then I'm like,
this is
all
like
right,
real 8 Mile
I'm
shit.
gonna be next. Now I'm gonna be next. And DDP won. Nico. Just like,
God damn.
and then
Ow.
it's me and this other guy that I don't know. I don't remember his name. And I'm like, I'm gonna be next. Like,
It starts
and
going
then Spider
down.
comes out and he calls him up, and I'm like,
Fuck.
I see what he did. He fucking kind of rigged it. Like, he wanted me to come in strong in the 10th round after DDP been sparring all night and was
Hey, that's-
exhausted. And then I come in like, let's
He gives him
fucking
this
go,
fucking
baby.
Hey,
beast,
I gotta
man.
give you respect on that, bro, for giving credit with his due.
See, that's what I told y'all before. I'm
Yeah,
honest.
Shout out DDP.
I don't care if stuff makes me look silly, embarrassed, dumb. Like, I tell the truth. I think it's funny.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
gonna
I'm
be
a
who
battle
you
rapper.
are.
I laugh when people give me good shit. So DDP, yeah, then I get up there and I know DDP was worn out. And there's been people that fucking speculated since the beginning that I wrote out that whole battle.
Oh, man.
And let me say, I'll air it out right now. What the fuck was written? The second round and only the second round. The acapella second round, it was written. Because I get told 5 days in advance I'm supposed to
Respect.
battle this guy. How am I
You're
not
gonna
going to
prepare.
think of some stuff?
You're gonna prepare. You want to kill the motherfucker. Like,
But
get
when
your-
the first round on the beat, 100% freestyle. And then second round, I had the written. And then the third round, it was like 85% freestyle. Like I sprinkled in like one or two things, but it was mostly freestyle. Most of that battle was freestyle. But I remember when I battled Mindset in my first ever written battle, he was like, and most of that shit was written. How fake is that? And I was like, oh, damn. Do y'all think I wrote that whole battle? Like most of it was freestyle. But I'll admit, I was learning. I was kind of y'all, what y'all were saying. Like it was more like styling. I wasn't hitting a lot of punches when I was freestyling. So and DDP was doing his best, but he
You
wasn't.
gotta do what
bad
you gotta
shit.
do to win the battle.
It was a close battle. They gave it to him that night. But to be honest, I'm glad he won. That almost made it better because, I
yeah.
lost and everyone followed me outside. And they were like, whoa, who are fucking you? And we think you won. And it was almost better because they were like, we think you won. And
That's
you
when you
got
got all
robbed.
them
That shit
handshakes.
was dope. And if I would have won, it might
They-
not have been as cool.
They
Like,
probably gave it to DDP because he had beat all those people in the beginning. Because that's not a way to tournament. You gotta have everybody got to compete each other.
Yeah.
Each other.
You can't
So
just
that
do
was-
it wasn't fair. They
was
threw
real.
him in the fucking gauntlet.
And DDP fucking came out like a warrior, bro.
It was piercing.
And he won all 4
King of
weeks.
the hill
And
and
he won
shit.
$100 each week. So
God damn,
Won
DDP.
400
You a
that month.
beast, motherfucker. He was actually supposed to come on the podcast. We gotta set it up again. He's a busy guy now.
And then after we started talking, not super friendly at first. I went home
That's battle rap shit, bro. DDP was always in that state of mind.
because I went home and my friend Joe had recorded the whole thing. DJ Joe Incredible, the dude who made all my beats. He's in the crowd recording the whole thing. I go home, I immediately upload it to YouTube and throw it on Facebook. And everyone was just like, you won, you got robbed, blah, blah, blah. And DDP found it. I think we might have became Facebook friends right around then. And he thought I was talking shit. Like, I didn't really care. So, he came at me and I was like, dude, like, that's them talking. Like, that's their opinion. I don't care. I really don't give a shit. I don't care. If you think I lost, that's fine. And then we became cool. And he invited me to his house one night and we freestyled, which is on my YouTube channel.
I think I saw that too.
And then that's just pretty much where it started. He was like, "You want to do the written shit?" And I was like, "I so badly want to do the written shit." I was
So-
into grind time hard at that.
That's what I
time.
was about to ask you. You're already a fan of battle rap,
I
right?
was
Grind Time?
big time watching grind
That's
time.
when Grind Time
and
was
I
up,
wanted
man.
to do it, but I didn't think that existed. So, and I knew TBL existed, but I was like, they're not gonna want me. So, I just never battled. And then DDP was like, "We can do that here." And I was like, "Abso-fucking-lutely, let's do that."
So it was pretty much you, DDP, and DJ Spray had help in creating WTRB too, right?
I think he was helped by his. Actually, shout out to this guy. I don't think of him much anymore, but he helped DDP right at the beginning. Scott Scroggins. I don't even think he rapped. Just a dude named Scott. Big dude. Pretty muscly. Always wore a hat. He was on the videos and some of my
Was
first
he a
battles.
country type dude?
No, he was a Mexican dude, and he was like DDP's best friend, and he helped him a lot at the beginning. I think
really?
it was pretty much them two, and then I came in and helped, and I battled Mindset, and then that was it. Like we started like hopping around because that was at Tequila. Then I battled that Strict dude at like a place outside in Odessa with all the graffiti. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everyone knows.
Yeah. But I shot a cipher there.
Yeah. And then the next battle was just at a park. Like, we couldn't really get venues at that time. It's crazy how we ended up, in the venues, filling them up, because those first 4 or 5 events, like, we're going to be at a park outside. We're going to be outside at this wall. Like, we just battled where we had to. And to be honest, those were my favorite battles.
That's dope.
I don't want to be on a
We'll
stage.
take a quick little break. We got more coming from the homeboy Seaweave.
That question.
So, we're talking about the creation of WTRB. So, you meet DDP from this freak style competition that he wins. He's a beast at it. And then he invites you over to his crib, and you start talking about creating this battle league, which was called WTRB.
Yes, which it had done one event already. One event at a park with like 2 battles. And Killing Spree was the guy.
Shout out to DJ Spree.
Shout out to DJ Spree.
Hey.
Man, I don't remember the guy he battled. It's on YouTube. It's on the WTRB channel. It's probably the first battle that's on there if you scroll back to the very bottom. It was Spree versus some guy. And and yeah,
Shout out
so
to some
Spree
guy.
was the first, technically the very first battle in WTRB. And then he battled a few more times. I know when I battled the second event against Strict at that graffiti place, he battled J-Rex that night. And he battled a few times. And he was always like DJ at our events. So yeah, Spree's helped out a lot. And technically, yes, that is something he can hang on his cap. He was unless DDP can correct me, but I'm pretty positive. He was technically the first WTRB battle.
That's dope as fuck. And he was the official DJ for Battle Tactics when I took over.
Yeah, he DJ'd pretty much every event we did.
Shout out to him. So, y'all had y'all's first event at where? Where was it at?
We went back to Club Tequila where I freestyled DDP.
And that's when,
And that's when I battled Mindset. And then he was like, "You want to switch it up? It'd be dope to do." And we did like a daytime. It was like Saturday at 2 p.m. And we went to that graffiti place. I battled Strict. And then we did the skate park in Midland.
Is that the
I
one
remember that.
went
I
to,
remember
though?
that.
The one you're talking about? It was in Odessa?
Yep.
And that's, you did battle that night. There was a couple other people that battled. I was supposed to battle Nico, but he didn't show up.
DDP battled that guy named Fresh. But remember him? He's kind of like an OG of Odessa.
I don't know.
And that was when Spree battled J-Rex. Logan Porter battled C-Fresh. That was when Logan was battled. I don't know if anyone remembers him.
I remember Logan Porter.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
He battled C-Fresh that night. And then, yeah. So then it was like, I battled Spoken at the park. And then I went to Amarillo and battled that Gabe guy. Then I came back and battled C-Fresh, who had just beat Mindset. So that battle was the first battle that was like, from like a boxing standpoint, it was like appetizing for me. Like a local, there was finally someone where they were like, maybe this guy can beat Seaweave. And I love C-Fresh. That's my buddy, my boy. I love Chris. I love C-Fresh.
Yeah,
but he
good
choked
dude.
like all up and down that battle. And I came out fucking brutally vicious.
I remember that battle.
I won that with flying colors. And then that was what led me into pretty much what I consider like the first step of my battle rap career, because that was when I was drawing some attention online. Some of the Texas battlers were like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And DDP paid Michael White to come from Corpus Christi.
That was the first big
Dope.
battle.
And that was my first big battle. I got to battle him. That was when we first got
crushed
Outer
him.
Limits.
Embarrassed him, man. I
Um,
mean, it's hard to embarrass Michael White.
it's hard to
But he
embarrass
literally
Michael
looked
White.
embarrassed in
I
that
gotta
third
salute
round,
you
bro.
to that, sir.
Like,
Thank you,
it's
man.
hard because Michael White, no matter what, if you think it's lyrical or not, if it's good or not, it's hard. It's nearly impossible to beat him because of his antics. You know, his antics and his comedian
he
ways
doesn't
and
even-
shit.
It's not like he kills himself, but it's like he kills
makes
you
fun of
with
himself,
killing
you know what I
so
mean?
you can't kill himself.
That's
I don't
what
know.
I
He's
took-
just so unique.
That's what I took into consideration writing for him.
He did good.
Because I was like, okay, if I'm just yelling in his face the whole time, he could come back with just like, he's just an overly, he's just angry. And then it rebuttals, like, it could like flip all of my aggression.
Facts.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to do something that's never been done. I'm going to try to out-funny Michael White. And that's what I went for. Like, I did it aggressively. I yelled my
Yeah,
shit.
you were still yourself.
I was still myself, but it
Little
was
funnier.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Super funny shit. Like,
That's what made it
Michael
that's-
White sitting in a tree. That's where he lives because the rent is free.
What?
Simple little shit that's not even that clever. Like, I love the multis and stuff, but little simple shit like
just
that.
hits hard
It was
sometimes.
just hit
That was-
so
that was
hard.
nice.
And the crowd was just dying laughing, and I was like, I like this feeling, man. And that was when I started
addicted
going
and shit.
more comedy heavy, I think, a little bit. I like making a crowd ooh and ah, but I
like
like
the
making a
Deadpool
crowd
came out of
laugh,
me.
man. I've always been really big into stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I listen to that more than music. Every day I listen to stand-up. And secretly I've always probably kind of wanted to try that, but kind of scared. So if I can battle rap and make the crowd laugh, like that's the next best thing. I like
Yes.
jokes. I like jokes. People say
No,
bars
yes.
over jokes.
All right.
I like to fucking roast a guy. And
I
make
like
the
to be
crowd
funny
laugh.
sometimes on my song. I gotta make people laugh.
Was there ever a point in time where like you felt like this shit is just too negative? Like I battle rapped a couple times, right? And there was a couple rappers that I got into it with, and I've sent disses back and forth and stuff like that, like rap songs. And there's sometimes where I got kind of tired of it, like tired of arguing with motherfuckers, like tired of thinking negatively about them, like wanting to kill these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Did you ever get tired of that?
No.
No, this evil motherfucker.
I will say, DDP used to get mad at me because back in the day I was super stoner. Through all those successful years of my, all my good battles, whether people knew it or not, like I was writing those high.
He was like the
I was high all the time. And there was these group message boards where people, all the battlers in Texas were in, and it was just bickering all day, people just talking shit. And people would talk shit into battles they didn't deserve. They would talk shit and get a battle with like
yeah.
a big dog.
It's like, all right, I'm just gonna fuck
Just
you up.
because they talked enough shit.
Yeah.
And I always like would see
That's
that.
always a dumb thing.
And I never got those big battles. They always fucking ducked me. And DDP would always be in my ear like, fucking do what they're doing. Like, talk shit. Weasel your fucking way in and beat their ass. And people would sometimes talk shit to me and like say things about me. I was stoner guy. I was just happy hippie guy. And I was just like, battle me then. That's what I'd always tell you. I'd be like, if you just battle me. If you think I suck or anything, just battle me.
So
And
battle
the
rap
DDP
really
would get mad because I wouldn't be a fucking asshole back.
So battle rap like really changed you, huh? Into like as a person.
it
know?
just
That pissed him off more. in
it's
my
almost
opinion.
it sounds corny to say. I'm a big boxing fan, so the example I will use is Deontay Wilder, heavyweight, who just lost to Fury, lost the belt.
Yeah.
He says that when he's in the ring, he's the Bronze Bomber. He's not Deontay Wilder. He kind of fucking forms, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt. Like, I'm
Personas.
Dustin Weaver, and that's what I've always laughed at, is anytime, just like just now, when he walked in, you said, it's Seaweave, and I said, Dustin. That's how it's always been. I'll walk up, and they'll be like, what's up, Seaweave? It's Seaweave, and I'm like, it's Dustin, man. Like, you can just call me Dustin, but that's like when I'm Seaweave, I can be a
I
fucking
totally understand.
asshole. And I can be I can say whatever I want to you. You can hate me, I guess. We'll take it from there. But technically, I can pretty much say whatever I want. I can get all my aggression out.
Yeah.
And then I can go back to just being me, who's a pretty calm, friendly guy.
Good guy.
But yeah, DDP hated that. He hated that I wouldn't talk shit.
Yeah.
Because I didn't let it affect me. I didn't let that
I like
negativity
that.
affect me.
Speaking of aggression and talking shit to people, and like in intense moments like that, your battle with Dub Six was pretty. Dub Six
That's the weirdest battle
was
I've ever
pretty
been in.
intense, brother. Like,
Weird
what the
battle.
fuck? This motherfucker punched the fucking sheetrock and shit.
What?
This dude,
I'm
he
gonna have to
got,
watch
he was
this.
like, oh,
We're
like
gonna have
that.
to watch this.
He was like, and he punched the sheetrock, bro, and let the fucking big ass hole in it, bro.
If you can stomach through it, it's worth one watch. I love watching my battles every now and then, but that's the one where when I watch that, like,
You got mad, bro.
it's
you got
tough
mad.
to. I was fucking
Yeah.
furious that night, and
They were
everyone
like bumping into each other, like Seaweed was like
man.
on his face, and it was like it was.
Well, he
crazy.
grabbed my hat and he
trying
threw
to
it
get in your
down.
mind.
He
And,
grabbed
and
his
ever
hat.
since then,
He grabbed Seaweed's hat and threw it to the ground.
And ever since
Seaweed's
then,
whole demeanor just changed.
my whole
bro.
demeanor changed, and everyone thinks that, like, I saw comments. I've heard what people say, like, I should have hit him. I should have slid him. He would have felt that fade. Like, I saw all the comments. People said what I should have done. And trust me, I wanted to fucking do it.
This is battle rap, though.
But I had a lot of shit going through my head, and I was like, DDP, and this is behind the scenes, I've never said this to anybody. The reason I did not hit you, Dub Six, is because DDP had spent a lot of money on that event. And we were the
You
main
wanna
event.
fuck it up.
And I was like, we're in like the first fucking round. If I punch him, like,
It's over.
I'm going to feel really shitty. Like, I'm going to feel responsible. Like, I
Multiple
wasted many hundreds of dollars for DDP and people come. So I just took it. But like you said, my demeanor changed. I pressed up on him. Like, I was as close as you can be. I wanted him.
Bro, you did good.
I wanted him to swing on me. And I don't like to pat myself on the back, but that's one of the battles I do like to pat myself on the back because I think 99% of other battlers would have stopped rapping or eventually
They would've
just
probably
choked.
choked,
They would have
and they
choked
would've-
out.
they would've been so mad, they would've
said
been
that
thinking.
at the same time.
You know what I mean?
And God damn it, I didn't want to be on that stage.
Yeah.
The second round was tough to get through, and when I got to the third, I was like, I don't want to do my third round, but I'm a fucking man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my third round.
That's
And that crowd hated me
they hated him, man.
like they were Japanese and I was in Japan. It made no sense. But I'm in Odessa, where Dub Six is from, and it was just his
But what's crazy,
fucking
like,
graduation class apparently showed up.
His following, bro, took over the whole venue,
They
bro.
fucking hated me. I
Bro.
have never felt hate
They're
like
damn.
that. I've
they were
never
cheering
felt
for that
booed
motherfucker, bro.
mid-round.
They
wanted
booed
me
him,
to
bro.
Stop.
But Seaweed was still going though. He still fought his way through it. And I'm not gonna lie,
And I won that
What-
battle. If you think
what
his
made Dub
material
Six-
trumped mine, you're
what-
fucking dumb.
what made Dub Six so mad? Why was it so? Because he started this. This is how he started his battle off. He said, "Watch every bar that Seaweed spits. This fat motherfucker's gonna tickle
To DDP.
to DDP." He
Every
was saying
spar
DDP
that
was on
Seaweed
Seaweed's
spits,
balls.
watch DDP jump and laugh and watch his fucking fat jiggle. And then I go, and it's on camera, I go, like you with Jap. Like you with Jap Jesus.
Yeah, you
Like,
and Jab. Yeah,
come
yeah.
on, man.
That was a dope
I
rebuttal.
could drop you back real quick. I don't know what his problem was. We're getting real open.
And he was mad at y'all, bro.
What I think, my theory, is he was from here, and he went off to Austin and did TBL. And then we started this here, and I don't know. I really don't know, because I'm going to be even, like I say the fucking truth. I looked up to Dub for a long time. Like, I would message him, I'd be like, what's up, Dub? And I'd be in Austin, and like, what's that CD store I should hit up to go buy the new idea? I would hit up Dub. Like, I looked up to him. And then that battle got set up, and I was like, this is going to be fucking awesome. This is like the old Odessa dude and like the new Odessa dude.
Yeah.
This is going to be fucking dope. And in my head, we were going to be on the floor, surrounded by a pit, and it was going to be awesome. And we went up on stage. And another thing, we waited until fucking 12 goddamn 30 that night. It was almost 1 a.m.
I hate battling
Oh,
late,
my
bro. I've done that
gosh.
twice.
It was so
battling
late.
at 12:30.
They
It
drag your ass
sucks.
out and you're all just,
Everybody's
like,
drunk.
exhausted
Everybody's
already.
tired.
Everyone's not drunk. Everyone is fucking wasted at 12:30,
They're outta
12:40.
there.
They didn't want to bat. They didn't want to see a battle no more. I truly think, and I've told DDP this, if we would have battled like an hour and a half before, it would have been a completely different video. But at that point, they were just belligerent, and they only cared about him. Back to him.
He looked drunk as well.
I don't know what the anger is. I know DDP had like tried out for TBL. That's on YouTube. He battled Mike Melt.
Yeah,
Shout
I've
outs
seen
to
that.
Mike Melt.
Mike
He
Melt.
brought us to fucking McAllen one time.
dope.
DDP battled Mike Melt, and I guess they didn't let him in TBL. And I don't know. I think there was some weird thing with DDP and Dub 6, and DDP was always friendly to him, and he booked him to come, and it was always fine. And then when we got on stage, it was like
was a whole- that's
lights, camera, action.
See,
It's
the way-
time to fucking, you know?
Yeah, let's go to a break real fast. Brrrah. So Dub 6 was just like, I think pretty much he was drunk. I think he was like fucked up. Like you can see the glaze in his eyes,
He
bro.
was a little drunk, and then I just think there was just this thing with him and DDP. But it seemed fine.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, it was like once we got
See,
on
what-
stage and the people were watching and the cameras hit, let's put on a show. And he, started off, watch DDP laugh and see we watch this fat motherfucker. Like
That's
he
what
started
I, see,
right
what I was
off.
thinking. What I was thinking, like they must have been talking shit to each other, like on social media or something.
That's
like,
the weird part. Not really.
that's crazy.
And then that just happened, and then I don't know. I don't think he liked that I was getting attention over here where he was from. That's my true, honest opinion, and I'm not talking shit because I've had to analyze this forever. I'm like,
because he used to say he was the king of Odessa, right?
yeah, and I'm just like, why? Like that night, like when he was battling, and he threw the hat, and like, it was like this weird aggression that I was not prepared for. I was like, oh, okay. But
That's crazy.
what's funny is when I go back and watch all my old battle videos, if Dub 6 is in the crowd, which he is for a few, I've watched him during my rounds, and it almost feels like he tried to not react.
Try not to react.
And I challenge anyone to go watch those old battles and just, if you see him in the crowd, and again, this is not hate, it's just something I've observed. When I watched him and his demeanor during my rounds, it's like he doesn't want to give me any credit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he genuinely just thinks I sucks, and that is fine. Not everyone has to enjoy me. But I don't know. I feel like he just had a thing against me.
Had a thing.
He had a thing.
He was mad.
I
as fuck.
don't know what it was, and it kind of got worse and worse through the rounds, and the crowd wasn't helping. Me getting booed. I had so
wanted to
much
go crazy.
fucking dude. And
So-
I have
so-
a temper. The fact I held it in is fucking catastrophic. It's insane.
So the battle ends, and
I fucking leave.
you leave the venue. You're so mad.
I walked the fuck outside, and I saw Li and R1. Shout outs to them. They were in the parking lot when I was walking by, and I was just fucking furious, throwing like a hilarious, probably kind of a fit. And I was just like, I didn't know it was the fucking Dub 6 crowd. Anything I fucking said doesn't fucking, like, I was just mad, and Li was like, what the fuck happened? Like, I was like, I don't know, man. They fucking hate me now. Like, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Everyone loves Seaweave, and then I show up tonight, and I'm getting booed off stage, and I was spitting some of the coldest shit that I thought I ever spit. I had a bar, because his name is Dub 6, and I don't remember. I mean, I'm going off the top, but I said something about hip hop, and he'll get rocked with heavy metal, and he'll get wobbly when Dub steps. And all this fucking
That was a dope,
dope
bar. I got
bars,
slept on.
and I would do it,
acid.
and it would just be like
I
crickets.
got slept on.
Boo!
Yeah.
Get off! And I would drop another cold line. Boo! And I was like, whoa,
That
dude.
dubstep bar was so slept on. When I heard that shit, I was like, what the fuck?
I had another, like,
How did they sleep on that shit?
like a Fruity Loops, like a recording thing, when it was like all this like words with the recording, and then because my voice is overdub. And it was all this dope, deep shit that I was like, dude, when I drop this, the crowd gonna flip out. And then that night, like, it was just boos and crickets and hate, and I was like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. And I've never felt that, and I never felt it again. That was a one-time
Okay, so
thing.
the battle happens, it ends. You go home, sleep it off. You wake up the next day. Did you still want to battle, or like did you like doubt yourself?
Oh, no. I didn't doubt myself because I'm a stubborn fucking person. And so I didn't do nothing wrong. And looking back, I didn't. It was just, a crowd that loved him. I mean, it just happens. I see it happen. I see it in sport. You see it in sports.
It happens.
He somehow, and I will give him credit. I will give Dub Six credit. I was the one living here, but he came back, and he took it. He took the night. But I won the battle, material-wise. It's not even fucking close. It's not even fucking close.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. He did good, though. There were some parts where he spit a lot of multis, and it was directed at towards you and DDP, and that was pretty well written.
I might
but
check it out.
As far as metaphors goes and, like, straight bars, we did way more than that.
I didn't think he said all that much. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think he said a lot. He spent a lot of time on
He didn't have any complex material.
He had, like, a couple freestyle rebuttals that, like, were just long and drawn out. Like, it wasn't that good to me. So, I mean, I'm just being honest, like I always do. I was not super impressed, and I brought the cold shit. But I know how it looks. I know how it felt that night. It felt like I lost. And I know how shit translates on camera. So I know if you're watching that,
first impression,
you could probably think I lost that battle. But if you just listen to the words, it's not even close. Yeah. It's not even fucking close.
Hey, if you look, that battle was on... Yeah, that was okay. So you battled for WTRB for a while, right? And then you went to AHAT actually.
I was kind of
HAT, man, Las Vegas.
Hopping.
Okay.
I was WTRB, but yeah, I did an AHAT battle in San Antonio against that Knight dude.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
You fucked him up, nasty style.
And then at the end of the battle,
style,
I did something I might not should have done. I attacked their golden child. Remember that?
Yeah.
AHAT at the time, their big dude was this young kid named Kid Domes.
That's what I'm getting to. That's crazy that you did. That's what I'm getting to. Hold on, wait, man, hold your horses. That's what I'm getting to. Okay. So he battles his he's doing his AHAT battles, right? So if you go to his AHAT battles and look in the comment section, there's at least 15 to 20 comments from different people saying we need to see Seaweed versus Domes. Domes is another battle rapper from Las Vegas. He has long hair.
He was real.
Wears a hat just like Seaweed, you know what I mean? And he was the golden child for AHAT. He was a very good battle rapper. He was dope.
We were very similar in a lot of ways.
Very similar in a lot of ways.
Except I was like 7 or 8 years older.
There was hundreds and hundreds of people that wanted to see this battle, bro. Probably thousands. Like, that's literally, crazy, for real.
That's what I did. And it kind of almost backfired because at the end of the night battle, they say that I win. They show me the camera, and I walk up in the camera.
And give him a dome.
And No. I ended the battle.
It was you ended the battle. Dome. And then you spoke on the mic again.
I'm beating Knight's ass. And then the closing, can I remember this? Into that lackluster Las Vegas lookalike.
Yeah.
Quit, come battle in Texas and quit ducking at home. It'll look like someone got a bad haircut when you see we fucking up domes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And when I said that, the crowd flipped, and there was people on stage involved with AHAT, and there's a dude on stage, I think his name was Rob, and I love watching his face. If you watch that line, I say fucking up domes. If you watch him, he gets heartbroken. He is so upset that I said that. It's like he's mad. He's like, why would you do that? Why would you call him out? They gave us this opportunity. Like, that's how it felt. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Facts.
So then they announced me the winner, and then I walk up to the camera, and then I'm like, fuck you, Dome. Suck my dick.
Hey, dude.
Bitch, let's battle. When it uploaded, I've never felt hate like that on YouTube before. I've always been pretty loved in the YouTube comment
Domes
section.
had a big following at this point, bro. He already had a huge following already.
I went at their guy,
and
they slaughtered me in the YouTube comments, dude. And I had to build some character during that point. There was a couple days where I was like, whoa, I don't know what I want to keep. Whoa. Like,
and you're going to trip out. About 4 or 5 days ago, OD, the one who runs the AHAT League, he's doing live interviews on YouTube now. He's been doing it for the past 10 days because of the quarantine and all that. So he did a live stream with Domes just 4 or 5 days ago, bro. And in the comment section, there's like at least 5 comments that say, I want to see you versus Weave still.
Are you fucking
Swear
serious?
to God. If you go to YouTube right now,
that is
go to YouTube right now, you'll see the comments. I swear to God, bro.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not even lying, bro. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Smoke
Doesn't
swirl,
that trip out?
baby.
Hey, Dome looks he looks a lot older now, bro,
know
but
what
he
I'm
doesn't
saying?
battle rap anymore. But because OD was addressing each question, I even put a question, and I should have put it was an unrelated question towards you, but now that I think about it, I should have asked about you because he responded to my question on the stream. But there's other people, at least 4 or 5 people who mentioned your name, and he didn't address those comments.
Really?
So I wanted to see Dome's response live. You know what I mean? It's like they overlooked those comments, bro. But there's literally on the live stream just about 5 days ago in the comment section they mentioned your name, bro. I swear to God.
That like makes me so happy.
That's crazy, right?
But that right
After
there,
all these years,
So you should
bro.
that
make a
right there
video.
is the story of my life. How he didn't respond.
I
He
know.
probably hit every comment except those comments.
Yeah.
Kid Domes never responded.
Never.
And I was seeing, dude, I was getting hated. When that battle dropped, there was AHAT battlers dropping it and tagging Domes and being like, can you believe
No, he
this
definitely
fucking
heard
dude?
about you.
Oh, he
Yeah.
super duper saw
He
that
knew what
battle.
fuck you.
All the dudes were tagging
Sound
him
like
and they
he's
were like,
scared.
can you believe this mother... They hated me. They were ripping on me. Domes would fuck this dude up. And I'm just like, yeah, Domes would fuck me up. Then let him fuck me up then. Let's go. And never nothing. Not a fucking word out of him. I even added him on Facebook.
He had it on
He
Facebook.
never accepted it. And nothing ever got said. Like, and I would see interviews pop up of Domes and I'd always watch him and I would just be like, this is it. He gonna say my name and we gonna battle. Never. He would
I was
never
waiting for it,
fucking
man.
say
That
my
would have
name.
been. Oh my God.
And then OD, you say, they ask, he ignores them.
To this day, they're still asking about seeing
this
that battle.
day. I don't get
To
it.
this day.
To this day.
And we're back at it, guys. I wanted to ask you another question. What happened to that boxing podcast you had, man? That shit was pretty dope. I thought
Sweet
doesn't
science.
your page have like fucking over 10,000 likes?
Okay, it was the Sweet Science class. I did it for 2.5 years. We had a pretty cool podcast with a couple hundred followers. The Facebook page was right at 20,000 followers.
20,000
20,000.
Mad respect on that, bro.
And yeah, I mean, I grinded at it hard. Basically, there was several other guys helping me, and the most simplified way to put it is we just started to see things differently. And it almost became more work and stress than it was fun.
God, don't you
I could
fucking
believe
hate that,
that.
bro?
And
Don't you hate that when you're having fun
I
with
could
it at
see why.
first, and then like politics come into play? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's kind of why, like, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. Like, I don't really do podcasts to talk about, like, me, like what we're doing right now.
yeah.
Like, this today is, like, my first podcast where I talk about myself. I'm just kind of like a hermit. I kind of just stay home and do my own thing. And I've just learned when you start bringing more people into a project, the chances greatly increase for something to mess up. The more people, it's even like being in a band. I learned that in a band. It's very hard to be in a band with 3, 4, 5 other people. It's tough. It's like a relationship with
Yes.
4 other fucking
Oh,
dudes.
yeah, man.
And it's
Yes.
really hard. And I did that for
And
years.
Doing that with people who are starting to grow up and starting to have responsibilities and stuff
Exactly.
like
Bro,
And that's how
Mastermind
this
used to be
boxing
13.
thing was. And like, we were all over the map. Another dude in East Texas, one dude in California. And it just started, but yeah, I was just like, you know what? Y'all have done plenty of work on this. Like, I did start it, but y'all have helped, and we've gotten it to a good place. Y'all can have it. I'm going to just bow out. And because I've just got a lot going on. And then since then, like, I've been preparing to move to Austin and stuff and doing like a couple side little hustle jobs and shit here and there. So like, I wouldn't have had much time. And I will admit, like, when I backed out of it, it was such a refreshing feeling because I ran that shit for 2.5 years, and it was just like I could get off Facebook for a couple minutes and hop back on, and I'd have like 25 new notifications because my notifications were also that page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just
And y'all responded pretty
nonstop.
quick. I
And
remember
tried
hitting
to
you up.
respond, and it was crazy. And I will and I was posting news every day. I'd go to
Yep.
the news and I'd post. And it
that.
was
They said I was posting nudes.
it was an all-day thing, and I really took it serious.
I liked how y'all reached out. Y'all didn't just focus on, everything mainstream big. I loved how y'all covered that, but how y'all also like zoned in to like this West Texas area.
Exactly. We tried to give if there was like an amateur guy, I'd be like, you want to do an interview?
I remember I
like,
submitted some info. Y'all were
Hey,
about
you
to
did
get
a
it set
fucking
up.
interview with
I
Michael.
remember. Yes.
Yeah, they were gonna do my father-in-law. He made it into the ESPN fights twice. He was in
Yeah,
the
they
Olympics
messaged
in
me,
boxing.
and I was gonna do
Felix
your uncle?
Munoz. No, my father-in-law. My wife's
Oh, your
father.
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
passed
yeah.
away. Rest in peace. You know what I'm
They
saying?
So you
messaged
knew
me.
about him?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was gonna do a big thing on it, and shortly after that,
That's
They never shot
dope.
They never gave him the footage though, like that he needed that they had. We were gonna give him some
He was a
footage.
dope boxer.
Yeah, dude, he made it all the way to the Olympics. He was in ESPN twice. He won one fight and lost one.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But
I totally
he
remember
missed
that.
home and came back. You know what I'm saying? But he was a badass fighter, bro. You hear about him in the streets.
and those are the people when we cover the big news, but we wanted those type of people too. Like
Yeah.
if you were lower, like we wanted to give people that shine, and
I remember you did a
Michael
in-
Dutchover was a big one.
Yes.
Michael Dutch over.
Yep.
I used to I boxed for a couple of years, and I was like, I think I was like 25, 24, 25, and I was training. That's when I started, and then Michael Dutchover was like 10, 11 years old.
He would've been
in the
young,
same
yeah.
gym, and I remember like how dedicated he was, bro. It was fucking insane.
It's his
He was
life.
10 years old, and there was people that were my age that were more immature than him. Like,
Hey,
he was dedicated. He was a
That-
10-year-old
that's what
kid
it's
running
about.
exercises for people that were way older than him. Like he was like
seen
so
what he
trained and
wanted,
so
and
disciplined,
he
bro.
took that shit, bro.
And we knew it. Like everybody knew it since he was the age of like 7 or 8, bro. That he was gonna be a fucking star, bro.
Yeah.
You know what
I
mean?
can tell you were excited for that interview.
Yeah, he was our very, very first podcast interview.
Oh,
I was
for
like, I
real?
watched that
Very
shit.
first. Like,
Dude,
we
I still
debuted the
haven't listened to it.
podcast, and I had a
Fuck.
Dutch over interview, and we were like, there's no better way to start this off.
Mm.
And I was very excited. Like, yeah, like, he's a very nice, he's like 22. He's
I ain't gonna lie, you had quite a bit of my family on there. Like, I'm like, you had a good 14 people that I knew that were like part of my family that followed that shit. Like, for real, we were watching that shit.
It was
That's
fun.
cool.
It was fun. I like doing it, but at the same time, part of me doesn't really miss it. Like, it's cool to not have it.
It's dope
I
that
love
you can
boxing,
step into that.
and
though.
I'm always gonna watch every event. I'm like one of the most obsessed fans, but it's kind of cool to not have to like be on top. You know, I was just, I gotta post the news. If I don't post the news, I'm lacking in my job, and it's kind of
Yeah, I
cool
know
to
how
not
that
have
feels.
that. Plus, I want to work to become a judge. I'd like to become a judge. My grandpa was a boxing judge and a real judge, which is ironic. He was actually a county judge.
That's dope.
and a boxing judge. So I'd
like,
like to follow in
"I
his
send your ass
footsteps
to
and be a
jail,
boxing
I'll
judge.
marry
I want to be a boxing judge.
That's like
What's the process to
I've been looking
go to
it
school for
up,
that?
and it's fucking weird, man. It's weird. Every state's different, and Texas is just a little
I
bit
imagine.
weirder than any other state. So what I've been looking up, like, it's gonna take time, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of like lower fights. And it even said, if you're doing this for pay, don't. And I'm not doing it for pay. I just wanna. I would
you
like.
like
something you
boxing.
love.
It'd be cool, but I'm 33 now, so by the time I'm like 50, 55, if I've paid my dues enough to be in a main event, like the big
That'd be
fucking
dope.
star, just
Yep.
like I don't
That'd be
need to do
fucking
money. I've got a
dope.
job. I've got money that way. I just want to be involved in boxing, but the website thing and the page, like it got a little hectic. I'm kind of glad I'm out. I wish all the best of the guys. We don't talk anymore, but there's no hard feelings on my end. They changed the name. I think it's called like Boxing Uncut. I don't know exactly. I don't speak to them, but I know they changed the name. They're not the Sweet Science class because I had created that name. But yeah, so they're doing their own thing. Y'all can look that up. I have no ill will towards them. And that's how that ended.
Damn.
Hey, it was dope while I was there.
I could not see myself ever quitting trying to do a podcast. I can like this is my-
Podcast.
I ain't gonna
I
lie, we
do see what
motivate
you
each
like
other.
about it, but that was a fucking lot of work because, like I said, one was in like the Dallas area.
Yeah.
I had one guy in Atlanta, Georgia for a while, and I had one guy in California. So we were literally covering 3 time zones.
and coming out your own pocket.
So I'd have to be like, all right, guys, I'm off at 5, which is 3 for you and 6 for you. We'll get home. We've got 30 minutes before you've got it. It was fucking hard. It was all by phone. I'd do conference calls and then put the phone up to the mic. And 3 time zones. It was rough. And then I'd have to edit that shit down and send it to one of the other guys, and he'd edit the video. It's a lot of fucking work. And
Didn't you get a picture with a boxer?
that's one of my prized possessions is pictures with boxers. I don't ask for autographs. I don't want an autograph. I want a picture with them. I've got a
Remember
picture
who the
with
hell I seen you with.
Zab fucking Judah. I got a picture with Adrian Broner,
Adrian Broner.
Deontay Wilder,
Oh yeah.
Chris Algieri, Errol Spence.
That's
I got a lot of like really cool pictures.
You ain't
Michael
met Floyd
Dutch
Mayweather?
over. No, man.
Boy.
If I ever meet Floyd's my dog, man. That's the most hated. But
Most hated
Floyd was
boxer.
my dude, man. I won so much money off every Floyd fight. If you hate
It was crazy watching him we're watching Mayweather get Mayweathered by what's his name again? The UFC guy.
Oh,
But the
talking
promo
about
I'm
McGregor?
talking about, McGregor.
like the build up and the
The
trash
build
talk?
up, like he was fucking with Mayweather big time the whole promo, bro.
That's pure McGregor. You
But
just-
I mean,
Like I think he
that's
knew
kind of like how motherfuckers are in the
he
battle
knew he was
raps
gonna
and
lose.
shit.
Conor McGregor knew he was. Everybody knew he was gonna
Man,
lose.
he talked his shit to get that bread.
But it
had
was
to have known he was gonna lose.
yeah, of
Had
course.
to have known.
The only
and the
yeah.
boxing ring is a different thing. That's
It's completely different.
But when it's the same thing, and if he would have came to the UFC, you know
I mean,
what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
Peyton Manning playing Michael Jordan. It's retarded.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
He won that bread though.
I told everybody
Yeah.
this.
He
I
got
told
paid.
everybody
He got
bread,
paid.
the day that fight got made. I told everybody for 2.5 months. This fight is dumb, and Floyd's gonna knock him out. And everyone.
Bro, I was trolling
That
the
was one of
shit
the
out of you.
greatest moments of my life because so many people trolled me.
I did.
Floyd,
I
he's
trolled the
gonna
fuck
get
out of
knocked
you.
out, and if Floyd does win, there's no way he'll knock Conor out. And I was like, Floyd is gonna knock Conor out. And then the day of the fight, I posted a video and I said, 9th or 10th round, he'll knock him out, and he knocked him out in the 10th. Greatest night of my life, man. I won so much. I won like $500, a bottle of whiskey, and a lot of
Damn.
pride because people were just like, Conor's gonna knock him out. He's the most accurate puncher in UFC, and they're tougher and smaller gloves and this and
Yeah,
fucking
but them
that. Any
gloves have
fucking
different
thing I could
density.
hear. Fuck that. I knew Floyd was going pieces. And Floyd didn't even try. Floyd threw his defense out. He didn't do the Philly shell. He didn't do the roll. He walked forward and let Conor hit him. Fucking smiled through his
See,
power.
people don't even see.
Hate that shit.
That's how you know
It was
people don't even know
so
what they're
easy
talking
for
about. Like,
Mayweather.
Floyd
Them
did
big
not
ass
respect
boxing
his
gloves.
power at all.
they got some fucking weight on them. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes still hurt, but them little gloves from the UFC, they try to compare them. Like, them hoes are only to protect your knuckles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Oh, thank you.
Like, you know what I mean?
That is one of it. People always say like they throw them pillow punches in boxing with them gloves. I'm like, dude, those are purely to protect your hands.
Facts.
That's
bro.
why they created gloves, because bare knuckle boxing was fucking
Facts.
people's hands up.
Facts.
So they brought gloves in purely to protect the hands. You can get in a sparring with 16-ounce gloves and get knocked the fuck out. Go watch Butterbean knock out Johnny Knoxville on Jackass.
like, all-
Those were 16-ounce gloves.
2 pounds of pressure to the chin is all it takes for you to go night-night. It just has to be accurate.
It's glove. It's
and
hand
placed
protection,
right.
people.
You know what I'm saying?
That's nothing to do with the face.
He was dodging the shit out of his ass. He didn't have them hands for him. I bet you he was wanting to throw a kick.
Money team.
He wanted to throw a kick. You know he did.
Money team all day. Well, he kept fucking slapping him in the back of the head, and I was just like, this is a joke.
Hey, what happened to that battle that you were supposed to have with Brandon Lee? You had like you had an event coming up.
Oh, the one 5 years ago when he no-showed like a fucking coward because the roads were icy.
Oh, man.
Randy's my boy.
Man, Greg Nog, that dude showed up from way further than fucking
Greg
Randy Lee.
Nog!
That dude fucking.
I forgot about it.
You
That fool
forgot?
stayed the night with me that night.
I know. I was tripped out. Like, what the fuck? Because I gave him money for a hotel.
He drove from like states away.
Yeah,
he was on like his
states.
own weird tour.
Do you know that he had a podcast with somebody? You know he got up there and battling. Did you know that? He tried out for KOTD and he got up. He's up there, man. He's getting big battles now. Not real big battles, but not like real big names. But he's going
See,
up
that
there.
disgusts me.
Yeah, but anyways, he recently had a podcast with somebody and he talked shit about Odessa and that event. He said it was like a shit, but he did talk good about you though.
Did he?
Yeah, he said I met this guy named C-Wave. He's a battle rapper out of there, and I made good friends with him. He's like, but that was the only good thing that happened that night. So what do you think about Greg Knox saying that bullshit about Odessa, bro? He said it was a horrible town. He said it was a horrible event, but he liked you.
I like that he liked me. I mean, it wasn't the greatest event. It wasn't the greatest turnout. Sap's
It was a good turnout. It just half the battles were canceled. We had like at least
You know what? There was probably
40
like
people in there.
60 people in the crowd.
That's a pretty
But
crowd for that loud, bro.
Randy Lee ducked me last minute, and Sap's opponent ducked him last minute.
Oh man.
And y'all battled
So
each
me
other.
and Sap battled each other with material that didn't make sense.
And it was still
just for fun, and
yeah,
it was a really
still dope.
it was
though.
a really fun battle.
You got big reactions, bro.
And then yeah, Greg Nog battled, and he did really good. But I don't love Odessa. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love Midland. That's why I'm moving to Austin. I'm not the biggest fan of this place, so I can't super hate on. If I was traveling and I entered this place and I was at that event and I was a foreigner like him, I might feel the same way. So I don't have much negativity to say on him. He was cool
Yeah,
that night.
me neither because he didn't talk about Midland, so we'll talk about Midland.
And it is cool that he likes
Man.
me.
You gotta,
This motherfucker.
you gotta love.
He talk, I was cool.
I love all West
He
Texas.
stayed the night with me. We stayed up till like 5 a.m. drinking whiskey.
square.
And he finally was like, I need to go to sleep because I got to wake up in like 2 hours. Like, he almost like kicked me to bed. I was like, all right, I'll go to bed. But I was just up, like, we were just getting
Yeah,
fucked
slamming.
up. And then he was like, I need to go to bed. I was like, all right, man. And then he took off. He left me and my girlfriend a note. He left us a note, like, thanking us. So
That's dope as fuck. That's
I have
cool.
no problem with that dude.
He's a dope ass artist too. He's cool. He's cool as hell. So, unfortunately, we have to come to a conclusion in this beautiful podcast
And
that
we
we're
could
having.
go forever.
We actually could and shit.
Just like the freestyle.
You know, so hopefully we catch him before he moves to Austin to do a part 2 or something like
I'm
that.
down
'Cause
to do another
I
one. like-
really want to get more in depth in the battle rap shit because you got so much,
I've got
bro.
so much. We didn't even. I'm
yeah,
not,
we didn't.
I'm
we
not
didn't
lying.
even,
We didn't scratch the
not
surface.
even the yeah.
I'm
tip
down
of
to
the-
come back like right before I move and do one more and
That'd
just
be dope, bro.
deep secret battle rap.
Straight up
stories.
battle rap, man. That would be dope as fuck. So I had a couple of little questions, you know what I mean, prepared for you, because I'm a professional podcaster, a drunken high one and shit. But I wanted to ask you this, man. Very important question. The most genius question you could ever ask. I'm acting like Trump now.
Look at this.
What do you wish you had known when you started out as a fucking rapper? In general, battle rapper all together. What do you wish you had known when you started out?
Well, I'm gonna tie that in with being a drummer and in a band as well, being a performer.
Yeah, all that artists. Yeah,
I wish I could go back and know what I know now. There's two things. One is the promotion, because I feel like if I knew what I knew right now, and I could go back to being 18 in my band Deadlie as the drummer,
you were more
and we
hungry
were
and
touring
shit.
and we were fucking desperately hungry to make it, and I knew the things I knew now, I think we might have made it. But I didn't know fucking shit, and we weren't
Right.
really. I thought we were doing good on like MySpace. We weren't
We
promoting.
didn't have
See,
all the
and
access
you're at
we
the
have
beginning
now.
of the social media.
Social media.
Yeah,
of
we didn't
what-
have
taking
all
off.
that.
My junior year was like the social media kickoff. So like, I wish I knew that, and also to just not trust anybody. I don't trust anybody, and I've had so many people come to me
good way
along
to
the
live.
times. I can get you on this record label. I can get you on this show. Hey, I can get you this, and it's 99.9% of the time it's always bullshit. And I've learned, and I was gullible at first. I'd always be like, okay, fuck yeah, okay. They always broke my heart, so I've learned to just, I don't trust anybody. Anybody can give me good news, and I'm like, I'll see it when I see it. The Trump check we're sending out, when it is in my bank account, I will believe that. I don't believe anybody anything says anymore. That's just how I've gotten as I've gotten older. And I wish so, yeah. I'm better at promotion now, and I was more gullible then.
So you think that if you would like actually had the hunger now to rap, like to make a full out album and to go all out, you think you would do a lot better now than you would then, right?
Probably, but at this point, I'm almost a 34-year-old white dude that has like no fame at all. So I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think no one.
But
will
you're
give
crazy
a
for
fuck.
thinking that because like you do have a following still, bro. You do. And like I just proved it earlier when I talked about that live stream with Domes.
That
like,
is crazy. That
to,
is crazy.
To me, if I would hear that shit would fucking motivate the shit out of
it
me,
kind
bro.
of did give me a little
know?
boost in my belly.
Bro, that'll make it more worth it. They're like, man,
They're still talking about this dude
Wreck the
all these
fuck
fucking
out
years.
their
How much years
asses.
has it been since your first battle? How much years has it been?
9,
9 fucking years, bro. 9 fucking
and
years.
I haven't battled in.
And you're
5.
still being talked about, bro, by
It was
random
like a
fucking
4-year
people.
window where I smashed it, and I haven't battled in 5 years.
It's crazy.
And I guess they're still talking. That's crazy. That's amazing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were still talking about me in domes. And
Yeah,
shit
I
like
tripped out when I saw it, and I felt like calling you at that moment, but it was like late when I was watching it. I didn't want to bug you and shit, so I was like, well, I'll save it for the podcast. You know what I mean? Let them know and see your reaction from it.
that. That's insane.
That was a genuine reaction because
I can't believe that
Yeah.
there's people that even still remember that shit. That was 2013.
Hey, you know he's gonna go home and tell his wife, "Hey, guess what? They're still talking about me." and
That was
shit.
like 2012, 2011. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy to me.
years ago, bro. Years, and most people get forgotten about way less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 2-3 years and shit. That's dope as fuck. So I had another question for you. What advice would you give someone wanting to pursue this kind of career, as an artist, entertainer?
I mean, if you're not just super duper hungry, you're not gonna make it. Because I was super duper hungry, and I still didn't make it. So you have to like just really fucking know that this is what you're gonna do, and you're willing to risk everything. I dropped out of college. It didn't work for me, but it might work for you. But
But you still, no matter what, you still made an impact, and I hope that means something to you because you may not have got riches off of it and got millions of fans, but you still made an impact to thousands of fucking people, bro.
it is nice to hear that.
That's important.
Because people, you know, when people ask me things, I'm always like, that's what I think. I'm like, I didn't make no money. I didn't do anything, but I did have people from every state and even people from like Canada, people, you know, different countries reach out and say, I watch your battles. Hey, I'm from Minnesota. I watch
That's
your
dope.
battles. And
Which I still can't believe that KOTD never gave you a tryout.
never
That
gave me
always
a
feels
chance.
good,
That's
bro.
why I said I'm disgusted that Greg Nogg's getting
Yeah.
KOT battles. Like,
You're way better than him.
I feel
yeah.
like I'm the best battle rapper on this planet. And I feel like if you get in front of me, I'm going to fucking dissect you, and no one ever gave a shit about that. But I think that was like a catch-22 because I'm the long-haired white metalhead. So if any of these gun rappers that were famous in Texas lost to me, that looks really bad. So
yeah.
they never wanted to battle me. So I never got Gutta, Stats G, Stats Waters, Scotty, Logic ducked me 2 or 3 times. Any of these top dudes, they never wanted to fucking battle me.
I'm not saying this is gonna happen because I'm done promoting and doing events, but I always tell my wife sometimes like maybe I
I'm
can do
not.
one more fucking event. You know what I mean? And you know, just talking. All right. If I put a big event on, and I told you what battle rapper do you want? Like, who do you want for your last fucking battle? Like a big name.
Like anyone on the planet?
Anybody on the fucking planet. Who would be your dream battle to happen?
It would be against one of my absolute favorites, which are Caustic
Caustic. It's dope.
or Big K
Big K is dope.
or Pat Stay. Those 3. I think
Now,
those are the 3.
now let me ask you this.
Disaster's not one? I
I
love
have no
Disaster,
intention of
man.
battling Disaster.
He's my
Just
number
to-
one battle. Immaculate.
Just to give them.
I like it.
Hey, you know what I used to compare you to? I used to compare you to Thesaurus. He was the battle rapper. I don't know if you know how much battle rap history do you know.
I do.
But he's a 2-time world champion of the battle rap Olympics.
Yep.
I know. I've seen every battle
Yeah,
Thesaurus
man.
I've ever done. So you were like the Thesaurus in West Texas.
That makes sense.
All the battle rappers that were coming up wanted to battle you and beat
It would
you.
be legendary to battle Thesaurus. Or
That'd be-
Elmac for sure. And Diz, because I think Diz is arguably like battler of the decade.
Yeah.
Because of everything he's done. But Caustic, Big K, Pat Stay. Those are my 3 favorite dudes.
That'd be dope as fuck.
No reason at all that they're all white.
Now, would you have
Ironic that it happened that way.
to? Would you have to come at them in different angles?
Absolutely. Every one of them differently.
Of course.
Caustic's the king
Just
of
to give them
personals.
an
Caustic
insight.
is an asshole.
Caustic is the king of personals.
He's the
and
king of personals.
Just to
He'll-
give them. Hold on.
Fool, this
hold on.
fucking Caustic is crazy,
Just
bro.
to give them an insight of a battle person's mind. Just drop a quick little way of how you think you would come at them. I'm not talking about rhyme like
Caustic, you have to out asshole him and somehow out personalize him and
Yes.
put everything horrible he's done out on the planet. You have to bring that to the table because he's gonna find any fucking
Yes.
thing he can.
Let me tell you something real quick about Caustic. He went to fucking New England, somewhere in England. Not New England, that's New York. He went to England, somewhere over there in Europe, and he battled
Jefferson Price
Jefferson Price.
ruined his life.
Ruined his fucking life, bro.
He did the same
He
thing. to
cheated
Q
on his
Shinobi.
fucking girl, bro. He cheated on her, and Caustic revealed that to the fucking.
Ruined his life, and then Q Shinobi paid him, and
He,
fucking ruined his
this
life.
guy, Jeffrey Price, he deleted his social media
Caustic ruins lives. So if I went against him, it'd be super personal.
just for a fucking
Big
bar.
K is fucking king of bars.
See,
Now, do you
Big K's
think
a
he-
street motherfucker.
So
yeah.
out of the three, who do you think you would have a better chance
Of beating?
of beating?
Out of Caustic, Big K, and Pat Stay,
I think Caustic would be your toughest competition.
I think Caustic would be really tough. I think Big K would be just Bar City.
I like the energy in him.
I like Pat Stay because
Look at him, he's
Pat
excited.
Pat
Stay
Stay,
likes to
he's
clown
simple.
people.
He's simple.
super funny and
But he's-
super
yeah,
simple.
he's genius,
but
bro.
there is no one with a presence like
nobody
him. He
contro-
is like the god.
You know what he does?
of
He
battle
controls
rap.
the crowds like
No
nobody.
one controls the crowd like Pat. When he's on
crazy.
stage, he's like
He
fucking-
literally at the beginning of his battle of his
he does
rounds,
that shit,
he does this shit like this,
the crowd will
and he
just-
makes the crowd.
And everything he says,
Silent.
he'll start off the battle just so simple, and he'll clown the tiniest thing. He's hilarious.
He is,
So
bro.
that would be like me and Michael White. Like I would try to go super comedy. Big
That'd be
K,
dope.
super bars, Caustic, super personal. So there you go. There's three of my favorites, and I would attack each of them differently. You have to.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That
as
should
fuck.
just show some of y'all how easy it is just to break it down. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
it'd be very interesting to see you become a boxer.
Too old. Too
I
fat.
imagine this guy boxing people and spitting bars at the same
I'm too old. Muhammad Ali was
Yeah,
spitting bars.
right. I hit him with no night. That'd be dope as fuck.
Hit you
I-
so many times you think you're surrounded. Turn the light switch off, be in bed before the lights off.
Hey,
Ali, baby.
Muhammad Ali. I got one more question for you, bro. What do you want to tell? What do you want to say to the people who still believe in you? Like the people who are like, see, we've keep on rapping, keep on podcasting, keep on entertaining, keep on doing these fucking things. Like, don't give up on it. Like, why the fuck would you want to give up on it? Like, what do you have to say to them?
Well, if those people exist, which I don't think they do,
They do, because there's two right here, bro.
I don't do much anymore of anything, but I was going to battle in March, it got pushed. I was going to battle in April, it got pushed. This coronavirus fucked shit up. But if everything goes right, the end of August, beginning of September, me and Randy Lee will finally battle. After 5 years and 4 or 5 pushes and him being a pussy and not wanting to drive on ice and just fucking stupid shit. Me and Randy, after 5 fucking reschedules, that was 10.
He put that.
We're going to finally battle. So, end of August, probably like first week of September, if everything goes good, the coronavirus gets the fuck out, everyone gets better financially. I'll be in Austin, but I'll drive back. And I will fucking bury Randy Lee with shit that I wrote 5 years ago. That doesn't even matter.
If Diddy Peterson make the battle, the event happen, I'll make it happen. Y'all have the battle no matter
Oh
what.
man.
If Randy wants it that bad, but I secretly think Randy like doesn't want to battle me.
No, he does, bro. I think he's in a bad spot in his life right now, according to his social media.
Can we get a tag on Randy?
yeah,
tag
tag
on
him in.
Randy?
I like
But
Randy.
I love Randy Lee,
At
man.
the
He's
end
a
of the
good
day,
guy.
Randy's my boy. But I mean, it's fucking insane, ungodly how many levels we are apart. This is a stupid battle. It's really stupid for you to accept this battle. Going to embarrass you, ruin you. I've watched all your shit and like I look for cool lines because I'm like, I'm gonna flip a cool line. I can't find a cool line. I can't find Why you gonna Wayne's World? How you gonna give me a gun rack when I don't have a gun? I can't find good line from Randy Lee in any battle. It is.
Man, great.
I like Randy
Randy's
a
good,
lot as a
man.
person,
Good.
but it is just fucking garbage. Like this is going to be Muhammad Ali beating the fuck out of like me. That's what this is
Skinny white boy and
equivalent
shit.
to.
I'm a star.
So give me 3 or 4
Randy
months.
Lee, I want to see you come with
Randy,
it, bro. You hear
I need
this
you
shit?
in this
I want
comment
to see you come
section,
with it,
bro.
I
bro.
don't know. He's just gonna talk. See, we got
So you
long
think it'll
hair
be-
and he's a vegan. Fuck out of here.
He don't want beef because he's a vegan.
He don't want beef. He don't eat meat.
Hey, Randy Lee, if you come with one vegan beef bar, you lost.
He's
bro.
gonna have nothing but vegan stuff, and I'm gonna rebuttal it and make you look like a fucking douchebag. Love you, Randy, but it's gonna be bad.
Randy-
You lost to Nico Rain.
Boy,
You lost to Nico Rain, and you want to get in the ring with me?
what?
Shit.
Oh man.
And I rewatched that battle recently. You did lose. You
Oh,
did
man.
lose.
Oh man.
I wanted to believe maybe, judges, you lost.
Him against who?
Nico!
Oh, yeah.
Nico beat Randy fair and fucking square.
Hey, Randy Lee actually did good against King Stram.
I'm cool with Stram. Stram and me are friends, and when I told Stram I was battling Randy Lee, he was like, "You're gonna fuck him up." Me and him battled, and we were both choking all the way through, so it wasn't that good.
Who you and who?
King Stram.
You
Ferris.
battles? You
No,
battled?
we're cool. Stram and Randy battled.
Yeah.
And he told me they both were choking and it wasn't all that good.
Well,
but
Stram
told
choked
me
more than Randy Lee.
Stram
Randy Lee,
told
like,
me you're going to fucking ruin
Randy Lee fucked up
Lee.
Stram though. He beat him.
Oh
Randy
no.
Lee choked like once, like one time stuttered. He didn't even choke. It was a stutter.
Oh no,
King
Randy.
Stram actually choked. He forgot his shit.
I might. Oh, Randy, you might beat me. See, Lee's vegan.
Hey, did
He cares about stuff.
Hey, do you think Randy Lee will get around? Not even around.
Not a fucking round, man.
Man, somebody tagging Randy Lee in this
3-0.
goddamn me shit.
I would have to choke.
Randy
all-
Lee, bro. You
I
can't
could choke around
my
and
man.
win 3-0.
My man.
So see, hey man, I really appreciate
from the
you.
West Texas area?
We gotta
I
wrap this
love
up. We gotta wrap this up. We're gonna have a part 2 to this. It's gonna get good,
I'll
bro.
be back
This is
in 1
dope.
month.
We're gonna promote that battle, bro, on the next podcast.
I'm down.
All right.
I gotta be
Hey man,
there.
I appreciate
I
you,
gotta be
Steve
there.
Weave, man. Hey man, brother Jake, my co-host.
Monster
I appreciate
Jr.,
you all the time.
Mastermind.
Everybody who subscribed to the channel, I love you
Seaweed.
with all of my heart.
You know what I'm
Thank you
saying?
so much. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have anything to say towards Seaweave or any of us, go in the comment section and let us know what you thought about this fucking podcast.
Also,
It's what?
be looking out for the new song that Smokes recorded, produced by Big
Yes,
Hanks.
right, Driving
Brother
Through the
Jake's
Night.
Truly on it.
We got music coming out left and right, man, and we might even have a track with it than the three of us. Y'all stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in to Smokes World. Thank you for chilling with your boy Smokes. We out.